Once upon a time on Sodor, Peter Sam was steaming happily along the Skarloey line. There was nothing that he liked more than to peep his whistle to toot hello to the other engines, or simply show how jolly he was feeling. Toot, peep, went his whistle as he passed Rheneas. Hello, Peter Sam. Rheneas chuckled. Later on, Peter Sam saw Salty. Beep, beep, he tooted. You want to be careful with all that tooting, Salty warned him. Why? Peter Sam asked. Some say there was once an engine who loved whistling, Salty told him, but one day he could whistle no more. The other engine said he had used up all his whistles. Peter Sam scoffed. A steamy can whistle as much as he wants, he said, and huffed off. That afternoon Peter Sam was on his way back to the sheds after finishing his jobs when a big storm started blowing. Rain lashed on his face and leaves flew around his head. I'll be glad when the sun comes back, he said to himself as he took shelter near some trees. A few hours later the storm had stopped, and Peter Sam went on his way again. I think the storm passing deserves a big whistle, his driver said, and Peter Sam agreed. He took a big breath and puffed it out through his whistle, but no sound came out. That's strange, Peter Sam thought. I'll try again. He took another deep breath and tried to whistle again, but still there was no sound. Peter Sam was very worried. My whistle, he cried. Where has it gone? Suddenly he remembered Salty's story with a panic. What if he had used up all his whistles and could never whistle again? That evening Peter Sam chugged into the sheds, looking very sad indeed. What on earth is the matter? The thin controller asked him. I've used up all my whistles. The engine sighed unhappily. I can't peep any more. The thin controller thought this sounded very strange and sent Peter Sam to the steamworks to have it looked at. I can never whistle again, wailed Peter Sam to Victor when he arrived. I'm sure we will be able to fix it. Victor smiled kindly. Victor called for a workman who climbed up a tall ladder to take a look inside Peter Sam's whistle. A few moments later he returned with a large handful of soggy leaves. These must have blown into your whistle during the storm, the workman said. They clogged you up so no sound could come out. Peter Sam was very happy. He wasn't out of whistles after all. And just to prove it, he gave the biggest peep peep that he could.